happened today. There was like so many things, including like my new first class on like environment of architecture kind of thing. Oh, by the way, pardon me for my t-shirt. I got the t-shirt from Korea and I'm dyslexic, so I just like, oh, cute crop top with the red letters on it. I bought it and I've looked at it a few times and never knew what that said. I took a class. Today was like one of the first courses, and I guess I have never taken like a history or like a normal like arts and science class. It was about an environment of architecture, and it was talking about like materials and like figuring out temperatures and everything. And I'm so used to being an engineer and like calculate things and like getting there with an exact number or like have like some sort of like formulated things to actually get there, and I have this arbitrary thought and voila, apparently not everyone thinks that way or the world goes around that way. It's so weird. I've I've seen my world in quantitative manner in my whole life, and now I'm trying to be qualitative about it, and I feel a little bit like missing in some manner. So, how do I go about this? So there's like few things that would never happen in engineering class. Wait, sorry, give me 1 second. I'm so tired. So in the architecture like classes, they talked about like doing the projects, and it's a collaborative work, and then you get to a project, and in the end you get a grade. Like because I'm so used to having one answer in engineering world, or at least like homework has one answer, and like everyone's trying to get there, and if you're not here, you're just wrong. But I knew in my head that architecture has a lot of answer, but in the same time a lot of wrong answer too, and you just gotta follow the logic. And I was just like, it makes sense, but it feels so uncomfortable. So like, how do you know who did better and who did not? I guess that's the reason why there's no grade and it's just pass or fail kind of thing. But like, then like, how do you differentiate the extra effort? Anyway, I'm gonna slowly get used to it. But what the professor was emphasizing was like collaborative work and like being logical and like follow through things. And there's a few things that just like will never happen in engineering school. And part of me, if I'm comparing all of my experience with engineering school, because that's all I know, and yeah, I guess eventually I will kind of make a sense out of it and get used to that and have that in my system, that feels even more normal than my engineering side of it. But with all of my background, like, number one, the class ended early and then the professor said like, you can go. That never happens in engineering school. What are you talking about? Number two, like, one of the students were answering question based on wrong understanding, and like everyone knew it, including the instructor, but the instructor didn't cut him off, or when he said it, she just said, oh yeah, but what I was asking was this, but then I guess you answered this question in this manner. And like, if it was engineering school, wrong is wrong. He would just, like, professor will just say like, nope, next, or like professor will say like, no, that's not true. And like, it was a qualitative manner that was not true, but then the professor was like letting it get by. Like, I don't know, it's just so weird. And like everyone knew that he was wrong too. So like, And like, I guess in that kind of environment, everyone's voice is kind of valued, and like anything could be right, but there's better and worse. I will slowly get to it. And then the last one that I was like freaking out about was it was just fake. Like, I guess the purpose is so that you feel that void and you learn from it. But then, I don't know. I think I need to undo a little bit of my engineering mind. I'm like constantly daunted, like including like some of the readings that I have to do for classes. It's like I read and then like I don't have to memorize any of them. Like I don't need to know like you know, if somebody like pushes me, I have to be able to say what it was about. Like I can just consume it. Like maybe I'm just going crazy because I had a little too much of like production today on my studio class. But you know, is it just me? Does every engineering student understand? I don't know. So the lessons learned today is architecture school is very different than engineering school. I would say that.